everyone, I'm Sai Chaitanya. Welcome back to my channel Sai Taker. In this video, I'll be comparing the Realme X7 Pro versus the Realme X2 Pro device. So, which is best to buy in this 2021 year, friends? And the Realme X2 Pro I am using for the past close to 1 year, and it's been I think close to 400 days as well. And the Realme X7 Pro I'm using for the close to 3 months of usage. And do check the links in description, friends, for the playlist of this Realme X7 Pro. You can find so many videos on this Realme X7 Pro which I uploaded. Close to 150 videos I'm uploaded on the Realme X7 Pro. And I did use very much intense in this both the phones in terms of testing the processor in both the phones. So as I said, I have used intense in these phones, so I'll be able to give you the proper idea about the phones, which phone is the best and why as well. So that's why I did prepare this kind of small chart which will be very much useful and pretty easy to understand about the both the phones. So first, let's start with the processor. So most of the users, they did ask me the question that which processor is the best, so Snapdragon or the Dimensity. So both are kind of same, friends, but the Dimensity 1000 plus, in terms of the Antutu benchmark test, it has got a slightly advantage. So 5,30,000 versus 5 lakhs in the Realme X2 Pro device. There is slight amount of difference in terms of the Antutu benchmark test. So one thing you need to remember, for the gaming it's different. For the gaming, the Snapdragon processors is really optimized. Even the Dimensity is going to optimize, but it's not that optimized as a Snapdragon. The reason I can say by demonstrating one game, which is the PUBG game. In the Realme X2 Pro you will get the 90 fps support, but in the Realme X7 you don't get any 90 fps at the moment. You need to wait. So this is what happens with the Dimensity. You need to wait for the official update. So until then you won't be able to play the game at higher fps. So that is a problem, friends, in this Dimensity process. So overall, in terms of the processor, the both phones are kind of same, but it all depends upon the price, at what price they are launching. If the price is too much, then definitely you can prefer the lowest price one. So next goes to the display and refresh rate. So display, both are kind of same display panels, and I feel the Realme X2 Pro has got more brightness levels than the X7 Pro. That is what I felt most of the time when I'm using side by side. So I'm not sure whether you will be able to notice or not, but I did notice that Realme X2 Pro has got slightly higher brightness. So same Super AMOLED panels, refresh rate 120 Hz in the Realme X7 Pro. If you are looking to buy a mobile phone as a future-proof option, then better buy the 120 Hz rather than 90 Hz display. That makes sense to buy the 120 Hz right now. So in terms of the display and refresh rate, in display both are same, refresh rate Realme X7 Pro is winner. Next is battery and charging. Even in the battery and charging, the Realme X7 Pro is a winner because it has got 4500 mAh of battery and which can charge in 35 minutes. So usually the Realme X2 Pro also has the 50 watts and it takes only 30 minutes. But in terms of the battery capacity, the Realme X7 Pro is a winner clearly. 4500 mAh of capacity, so you will be able to play little bit longer games. So in terms of the processor, Realme X7 Pro, and display both are same, refresh rate Realme X7 Pro, battery and charging Realme X7 Pro, and camera. So in terms of the camera also, friends, the Realme X7 Pro is slightly better in terms of the camera, but it's not as better as you cannot see that much kind of difference, but you can only see the few difference in terms of the camera in this Realme X7 Pro device. But overall it looks kind of same. The both phones, they look kind of same in terms of the cameras. So that is what I did observe in terms of the cameras in both the phones. So there's not much difference happening in terms of the camera, friends. Both are having the same 64 megapixel lens. There may be change in the sensors what they are using. So as a future-proof option nowadays, we are seeing the 108 megapixel lens. You may be disappointed with that, but the 64 megapixel is it's doing its job very good, so without any issues. So both phones are having the quad camera setup. So in terms of the camera also, it's kind of balancing between the both the phones. So depending on the price also, you can buy one or other one depending on the price. So next is the build quality. In terms of the build quality, I do like the Realme X7 Pro's build quality. The weight is too low, 184 grams, even though the battery is increased, 4500 mAh of battery, but still it feels very less, 184 grams only. So that's why I prefer Realme X7 Pro whenever I'm going out. So it's very easy to handle in single hand usage. So that's it, friends. This is a final a round up for the both the phones. Overall, I do feel the Realme X1 Pro is a winner, but it all depends upon the price. So by the time this phone is getting launched in India, if the price of this Realme X2 Pro is gonna be come down, then definitely that's another biggest advantage for most of the users. So that's it, friends. This is a quick review and comparison between the both of phones, and stay tuned for more videos as well, and see you in the next video, friends. Until then, bye.